Today we got a Saturn. We're going to show you put the starter in this twin cam 16 valve motor. First things first, take one of the cables off and jam it out of the way. Hey, we got a Saturn, a little 4-cylinder. I'm not sure what model it is. These things are weird. It's a 4-door, I can tell you that. It's 4-cylinder, I can tell you that. They never have anything on the back. A couple of weeks ago, we fixed that for the guy. The flange took a crap, so we just ground it and welded it. Anyway, it's quiet. But today we're doing a starter, so there you go. You need to be able to get underneath the car. From the back of the motor, look up. Boom, there it goes. First thing I'm going to do is take a 13 and take that off. And the second thing is I'm going to take a 10 and take that off. 13, 10. And then I'm going to come over here in a 13 right here. 13 right there, not the big bolt, the one above it. And then we'll work on that. Alrighty, 13. And just an FYI, I already took off the battery cable for the positive or the negative side, one or the other, and I tucked it out of the way. So we're not going to get any arc in here. Bolts are out. All right. We're going to snag them lines out of the way. Snag all them wires off, I'm saying. Tuck them out of the way. And like I said, we're protected because the battery is disconnected. Now we're going to go back to our 13, which it dropped on the ground by accident. We'll see if we need anything. And no, we should be able to get it with this. I usually tell everybody, make sure you got the new starter. But in this case, these people want to charge you freaking $35 for a core. I'd rather just take it out. So I don't have a new one to show you where the bolts are. So we'll find it out as we go. And I'm pretty sure it's a 13 on top. And it is. I feel it. So now we're going to have to get a little crafty here, get an extension and all that goodies. All right. So just so you can see where my ratchet is, you are basically right in line with the knock sensor there. And that's going to give you the position of the bolt. And it's tight, so you're going to have to play with it a little bit in here to get it loose. But there you go. Second bolt. All right, now that I cracked it loose, we're going to rip it out. I don't see the bolt, but I see the starter move big time, so that shows me one thing. That bolt I'm going to actually stick in the starter when I work it up into the hole. But there's the starter. Boom, boom. There's a part number. Oh, made in France, huh? I like that. Anyway, there it is. Our problem is every once in a while this puppy won't start. Customer complained, and then they told me just change the starter. Actually, it was a friend of mine. They said just change the starter. I don't care. Change the starter. So, man, them teeth are a little sharp looking up there. But what I'm looking at is this. See these two lines? I'm sorry. See these two electrical connectors? We're going to clean these two and this one. We're going to sand them with sandpaper. That goes to the alternator, just in case you didn't know. Goes to the alternator. But we're going to clean it with sandpaper before we put the new one back in. So the new one came in right around 105 with my discount. Buy a lot of stuff from these people. Here's the part number. Here it is. And now we're going to literally... What I said I was going to do is I'm going to do this. It might help me, might not. It might not work out at all, but I'm going to stick that in there. And hope that it stays in the whole time I'm going up and in and around all this crap. Just so you see, there we are. I'm going to move this bad light that I love here. Move the light. Take the starter. Now, so you just got to sneak it through all that. And the bolt fell out already. Stuck it back in my hand again. Now the bolt's gonna fall if I leave it. So here we go. See if we get an angle for you. Look at that. Look at that angle, we got lucky. So I got my hand on that bolt first things and foremost, holding it in place. Try to force that in place right from the gate. Gotta watch this wire here. So there we go. You can see the other hole lines up there. So the starter has to twist a little. Again, keeping my finger on that bolt. All I want to do is start that bolt by hand. And it's right here, this hand. You can start that bolt by hand. This is going to be awesome. So it's sitting in place. And I'm going to try to start the bottom one first real quick. So just in case I got to pivot a little. I am just off camera, of course, right? But bottom bolt, I'm doing by hand. I'm going to snug it, get it in as deep as I can get it and snug it. Once it's snug, then I know the top one's got to be really close to lined up. Or back up top. I'm trying to line that bolt up. So we're going to start her a little. It should start fairly easy because the bottom one just freaking ran in by hand. But you know how that goes. If that doesn't work out for you, what you do is grab the socket and the extension you use to take it out. And I have it sitting in place, so hopefully it doesn't fall out of place. I'm going to jam the socket and the extension on it. Because again, we're right there. We should be able to... Oh, and now I love that I see the starter, the solenoid wires in a different spot. A little late, but I doubt that's going to matter. Right here. It was on the other side. Now it's on that side. Just the start wire. I don't think we're having a problem with it, but that bolt started pretty darn good. Reverse our ratchet wrench, or battery operated ratchet. Fricker crack. Got lucky, got right back on it. And I don't know what's going on here, but there you go. Boom. We'll tighten it up by hand. And boom. Said we're gonna tighten up by hand. Switch direction that bad boy. I'm in here. I always like to give it a nice quarter turn snug fit. This is the tricky one. Just finding this thing is again, like I said, parallel to the almost right next to the knock sensor. And we're on. Good to have ratchets that have a lot of teeth. Lots of teeth. It makes for lots of clicking. Lots of clicking. It makes for, obviously, it locking faster, closer together, and you get more rotation out of it. And we got our 10mm bolt on the back side. Like I said, they changed it on us, but oh well, it's not gonna hurt nothing. And then we got our alternator bolt and our starter main power wire. I'm gonna set them both in. And like I told you, I'm gonna take that little back off, scuff that too. I just want to make sure I got a good connection, because if you don't, every once in a while, click, clack, 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 could be that connection being shitty. So if we know we have a good connection here, we know we're good. All right, that's a nice tight fit. That whole solenoid must be rotated on us, so we got to sneak this up under the intake a little. And then the alternator wire, same thing. This video is getting long. I don't like to do long videos, but I'm gonna fast forward. So you see, if you want to see it better. I tell a lot of people when I do these videos that if you're watching me put bolts in and that's what you're watching, I don't know what to tell you, but you don't need to watch me put bolts in. You need me for location. You need me for sneak peeks. Like, for instance, show you where that back starter bolt, what it was, and to tell you that it was on the starter side, not the trans side. Good things, good tips like that are what I look for when I'm looking for a YouTube video. So, you know, not even a good tip. While YouTube videos aren't great, they're not $1 million videos. They're just informative to help you. For some reason, that backside might be bigger than a pen. I gotta rotate these up or I'm gonna pinch that plastic. Alright. Well, that's all she wrote, folks. Like and subscribe for more handy, helpful hints. Some videos in the future, maybe of your car or another one of your cars. Have a nice one. So like and subscribe for more handy, helpful hints.